Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday, right? We alternate Website Wednesday with Wisdom Wednesday. And today, let me just refresh my screen, make sure we're where we're supposed to be, because Be Live is making some changes. Okay, so today, Teresa, who's my Wednesday co-host and my web designer, she should be yours too, by the way. Let's talk about Facebook group etiquette, because believe it or not, this is not just about my own group. It's about other groups I see a lot going on in as well. And it's becoming a little bit of a pet peeve of mine, right? How people behave in groups in general, not just my group, but in other groups, right? So let me just start off by telling everyone who doesn't know that groups are formed by usually one or multiple people who form it together in order to grow an audience of their ideal clients so that they can provide free value and then sell to them as well when they come out with new programs. That's the way it is, right? So I started growing this group 5 years ago, 5 years ago and 5 years and 3 months ago. And we're up to almost 7,400 people. I think we've exceeded that or close to it. It's been my money, my time, my content, my brainchild, now along with my team, to keep this group growing and provide value on a regular basis. So anytime you're in a group, realize that groups are formed for different reasons. This group is formed in order to provide free support for those who need it. And eventually, if they need coaching, guidance, products that I sell, hopefully they'll turn to me, but it's not necessary.
Right.
Same as other people's groups. Some are support groups. Some of them are just exchange of information. Some people are not looking to make any money from groups. They just have them out there for their interest groups. But what I see happening in not just my group, in so many other groups, is people not following the rules and not really respecting the fact that so much time and money has gone into creating these groups for the people who have formed them. Do you see the same thing?
Oh, yes, hands down, I see it in a lot of groups. I mean, there's a couple that I'm part of from coaching groups and things like that. And the level of rudeness that I see sometimes, it's like we feel like we're anonymous because we're behind a screen, but there's some incredible rudeness. And I know you have a list of things, and I can contribute when you're ready, because I have one big pet peeve I told you a little bit about that. Yeah.
Well, let's bring up the one you just mentioned, rudeness. You know, like it's so basic, but my mother taught me if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it.
Nothing at all. Right.
And I see people going after other people, and I'm just like, if you don't like what somebody commented, you don't think they're experienced enough, you don't think that their question was valid, then pass it by.
There's something that you will be interested in below there. So just move on to the next thing.
Exactly, right? Why do you feel necessary to make someone feel bad about themselves by saying, well, that was a stupid question, or I'd be embarrassed if I were you? Like, I have seen a tremendous amount of rudeness. Now, I will tell you, in my group, if we see rudeness, we either stop the commenting, we often then delete the person who's made the rude comments, and I don't need to give them a reason. No. I can delete anyone I want at any time, but I try not to, because I want it to be a vivacious conversation all the time, and I want it to be supportive. But there are some people who you just go, what are they thinking? And this is a free group. If I charged everyone $1 a month to be in this group, I'd be making $7,000 a month. But I don't do that. This is my free content, and everyone else, every other support group is the same. Well, some of them charge, I think. You're welcome, Jamie. Jamie just said, thank you for your generous heart and allowing us a forum to share thoughts, ideas, and experiences. And I'm happy to do that. Like, to me, as a coach, I have free content, which I have here and in my membership site and on my website and my blogs and my Pinterest and my YouTube. And the goal is for people to understand that I am the expert in what I teach. And eventually, if you need me, you'll know where to find me, right?
Right.
So Don't be rude in groups. If you don't like what somebody's saying, then pass it by. Remember what your mother or father hopefully taught you. If you have nothing nice to say, don't say it. Number two, don't private message people without asking permission to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I see it. I just saw it this morning. I'll PM you. They asked a question that would be helpful to the entire group if they answered right on the forum. But instead they went, I'll PM you. Why are you PMing that person? You didn't say, can I PM you? I have a free something I can give you.
Right.
You just said, I'll PM you. Like, to me, that's rude. I want to, understand something, everybody. If you're participating in the conversation and your personal Facebook profile is optimized to show what you do for a living, if you're helpful enough to somebody, they'll eventually look you up and possibly will do business with you. So my industry partners that are in this group, other coaches, consultants, web designers, social media marketers, people who are selling stuff to the same audience as I sell to, just be respectful of what you're posting and whether you're trying to just use the group that I've grown in order to sell your product. Right?
Yeah.
Grow your own group.
Well, that's just it. And the private messaging is really one of my big pet peeves. And I don't get it. Like, I do get people from your group who will message me questions about web design. And I so welcome and appreciate that. And I don't mind that they don't necessarily ask me, because every week we get together and I say, message me if you have a question, and feel free to post it in the group and tag me as well, so everyone benefits. But I've had in other groups where people will start messaging me basically to sell their product. And the one I told you about that really bothered me is they're like, hey, I know you want to lose weight. And I was like, who are you to assume I'm overweight and need to lose weight?
I was going to say, we never had a conversation about weight.
I don't even know
that they would, right?
I was so offended. And then they gave me all the ways they can help me claim the body that I want. Well, of course, I go and creep this person. They were definitely overweight. And I'm like, I'm going to take advice from that, first of all. Secondly, I actually gave her a business lesson. And I said, if you really want to build your business, try building a relationship. Try not insulting people. But I get that from other groups often, where people will just private message me, buy from me. I can help you fix your business. And I'm like, I didn't think anything was wrong with my business. I love it the way it is. So it's insulting to get those kind of comments, honestly. And it really hurts you as a business owner to approach people like that.
Definitely. It's like, if they ask one question, oh, boom, I have the answer for you. I'm going to private message you. Like, no, ask a couple more questions, get a conversation going, right? When someone reaches out to me saying, Nancy, how do I work with you? I'll say, why? What's going on with your business? Like, I don't just be like, oh, here's a link to my consult. I want to know whether I can really help them, right?
Yeah.
So the other thing is, when you're in somebody's group, and again, this is Facebook group etiquette in general.
Yes.
Be helpful. Optimize your personal Facebook page so people know what you do for a living. When they start stalking, oh, this person was really helpful. Let me lurk on their page. Oh, this is what they do for a living. Let me reach out to them, right? So that person that you helped might reach out to you. The other thing is, again, just don't slam somebody with a private message or a DM. Ask permission, selling something or suggesting something they may not need. And then here's another one. Read the rules, right?
Yes.
Read the rules. Now, what people don't know is we're getting probably about 20 requests a day to get into this group. If we determine that we cannot clearly identify that they are in the interior design industry or they support the interior design industry, we don't let them in. And if they say they didn't say, I agree to the rules, I don't care if they gave me their email address and their name and they proved who they are. They could be an interior designer. If they don't say they agree to the rules, they don't get in this group. So we are turning down probably about half the people who request in. And then I still see someone put a post. If this is against the rules, admins, please delete it. Like, are we not doing enough for free for you guys? Like just read the rules and don't post it if it's against the rules. Don't make the burden on us to, when it's blatantly, if you're not sure if it's against the rules, read the rules. And then if you're still not sure, you private message me and someone from my staff, or I will answer. whether it's something that you can post. So here's the bottom line. When I first started out, and I still teach this to my one-on-one clients, yes, I want you participating in groups that have your ideal target market in it. But all I want you to do is be present, be helpful, and start creating relationships where people go, I wonder who that is. What can they possibly do to help me? Right? And then if you love groups and you're looking to create your ideal client, then start a group.
Yeah.
Start a group.
It's simple to start. I mean, it's simple technology-wise to start a group. But if you really have something of value to share and you're putting yourself out there for the world, you're going to attract people who want to learn from you, and your group is going to grow. And the more value you add to the group, the more you're going to see that it grows. Yeah.
Right. And I love the fact that people support each other, right? I can't be in this group all the time. It's here. If you adhere to the rules, don't try to take anybody out of the platform. We give you a promo day. Most groups don't even do that. So your industry partners, people who support the interior design industry and are not interior designers, if you want to have exposure in this group on a regular basis, then reach out to me, right? Because we have programs. You help me, I help you. That's the way it goes, right? You come live with me every week, Teresa. That gives me content, right?
Exactly.
This content then goes into the membership site for more people to enjoy. And then, yes, in exchange, some people know you and they will reach out to you for the website. That's how you help me, I help you. So if you're an industry partner and you're interested in getting more exposure in this group, reach out to me. Maybe we can figure out a way. But don't just do it, right? And if you're an interior designer or a coach because we're streaming this in my other group as well, the Coaching Hotspot, that's for coaches and consultants who are growing their businesses, where I'm going to be teaching how I grew my business in there. But if you're in the interior design business forum and you're an interior designer, just remember to be helpful to your fellow interior designers, right? Don't try to belittle them. Don't try to make them feel bad. We've all started somewhere. We've all had less experience and some have more. And that's what this free forum is for, is to help each other and do it with kindness and authenticity, and not have the industry partners just automatically like, well, I can help you and I can help you and I can send you this and I can send you that. It's like all of a sudden I'm looking going, hello. The one that gets me the most is when people ask about pricing. Now I know everyone's so interested in pricing and everyone wants to know what everyone else charges and where you're located and how you handle things. And I get that, and keep asking those questions, but remember to be careful who you're taking advice from.
Wow. And I have a very strict rule. For me to take advice from somebody, they have to be living in a way that aligns with my values and that I admire, a way that I want to live. And so if this is just a random name on Facebook and I don't know how they live their life or what their values are or what's important to them, then it doesn't matter what their advice is. I'm not really probably going to listen to it. Because
correct. But some people just listen.
It can be great advice for somebody. But
and I think what makes
me great advice for me when I know nothing about that person.
Well, and that goes back to being seen and being authentic and giving your point of view and showing a little bit about your life so someone wants to work with you, right? So yeah. So listen, when it comes to Facebook group etiquette, one, don't try to grab business out of the group that hasn't been asked for, right? Don't try to help someone in a way that they haven't asked to be helped.
Right.
Read the rules. Every Facebook group you're in has rules. There's some of them allow promo days. Know those promo days. We used to put them on an Excel spreadsheet, all the groups and all the days they allowed promo, so that we wouldn't lose track of it.
Yep. Well, and the rules are not ever that complicated for the most part. There was one group I had that had ridiculous, weird rules. You had to hashtag certain ways in order to post. Like I left that group because nobody's got time for that. But
exactly.
The rules are really pretty simple. Don't promote yourself. Don't be salesy. Don't be rude. Be kind. For the most part, they can all be summed up in exactly what you've been sharing here today.
Right. So just, if you look at this like you're at a networking event. And would you look someone in the eye and go, that's ridiculous. You don't seem to know what you're talking about. Would you do that to someone's face? No. If you wouldn't do it to someone's face, then do not do it in this group or in any other group that you're in.
Yeah. Simple.
Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Excuse me. Need a sip of coffee on that one. So ask permission if you want to get exposure in the group. Ask me, private message me. My staff or I will respond. If you're an interior designer or a coach in my other group, the Coaching Hotspot, ask questions. Ask questions about your business. That's what we're here for. Just be careful not to take one person's answer and make that gold. That's it. That's what I should have been doing. Just be careful, because when they get on with a consult with me, they'll be like, well, so-and-so said this and so-and-so does that. So I was trying to duplicate it. Guess what? Your business is different from everyone else.
Yep.
Not one business I've ever run into runs their business exactly the same way.
No.
Right? What's the other thing I see? Just chasing the latest and greatest, thinking someone else is going to make it work for them. They haven't had success before. They're following way too many people, like that kind of thing. When you're in a group, try to cut it down to, it might not be my group, but try to cut it down to only a certain amount of groups that you really actively participate in. 1 or 2 for support, and then 3 or 4 where your ideal client hangs out, and participate authentically, helping and sharing there. And trust me, people will start noticing that you're helpful, then start noticing you, and they will reach out to you if they need help, especially if your personal Facebook profile is optimized to show what you do for a living.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So that's my little rant for today. So be kind in this Facebook group, the Interior Design Business Forum and the Coaching Hotspot. Be kind to each other. Be helpful to each other. Don't spam each other. And if you're an industry partner that wants more exposure to the group, reach out to me. You give to me, I give to you. That's the way it works. If I feel like it's going to be helpful to the group, I will find a way to make it work. Period.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, everyone. Go have a great Wednesday. And remember our tips today. Go participate in groups authentically. Be yourself. Be helpful. Be kind. And everything works out in the end. That's the bottom line.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye, Teresa. Thank you.
Bye. See you.
Okay, bye.